You'll never believe it, but here we are a few days before the new season, and Epic Games already released the brand new Chapter 6 Season 2 trailer. And boy oh boy does this season look incredible, with tons of brand new point of interest, vaults, new weapons, and most importantly, tons of new Battle Pass skins like Big Dill, Midas, and Subzero. We'll be taking our very first official look at right here in this video. Trust me when I say it might be the best Battle Pass ever. But first, I'm literally one subscriber off my goal of 4.67 million subscribers. So if you hit that subscribe button right now, you'd literally make my entire year. And somebody tied our buddy Gup to the train tracks, and he's quickly running out of time. The only way to save him is to hit the thumbs up button on this video before it's too late. And don't forget, guys, I'm gifting 5 subscribers every single day who drop a like and comment with their Epic ID. Huge shout out to all of these supporters. Thank you to everyone who uses my code in the item shop, because none of this would be possible without it. Ladies and gentlemen, we've wasted too much time. We got a ton of awesome stuff to cover right here in this video, breaking down literally everything revealed in the new Chapter 6 Season 2 trailer, even revealing every single tier in the brand new Battle Pass. Let's get into it. Now, super quickly, before we jump into the Chapter 6 Season 2 Battle Pass, first things first, something absolutely massive was revealed inside of the new trailer that not many people noticed. This actually came towards the very end, when a brand new golden location was revealed. At first, I simply assumed belonged to Midas, since obviously he's one of the main characters in the new season. It was later revealed to be home to the new Kitsune boss, aka the new antagonist on the island for Season 2. Basically, the way the storyline goes is after Daigo defeated Shogun X during the mini live event a few days ago, that caused a ton of gold to be released onto the Fortnite island, Kitsune has arrived with his army trying to steal as much gold as possible. Here's where things get interesting. Because of the new trailer, another brand new point of interest was revealed, actually being the Crime City. Now, this location should look very familiar, as it's been confirmed to be from the exact same reality as the Mega City from back in Chapter 4. And don't forget, the Mega City was home to a very important faction called the Fox Clan, consisting of members like V and Drift. All throughout Chapter 6, V herself has been present on the island. The entire time, she's been teasing a mysterious character stalking them in the shadows. At first, I assumed this character was a dark presence Daigo felt inside of the spirit realm, aka the same thing that bound Shogun X to be an eternal servant. Turns out it's way deeper, and actually goes back to a bunch of tweets Fortnite made a few years ago talking about the Fox Clan and something very bad that was tracking them down. But then Fortnite deleted those tweets, and they were literally never mentioned again. Turns out that character was likely the Kitsune all along, and not only has he finally found the Fox Clan, but he's doing his best to rob them of everything they have. Apparently, this is something V and the Fox Clan have dealt with before. She goes on to say, Fox Clan survived a lot of rough times, made dangerous enemies. Those stories didn't go great for us the first time around. Thankfully, this time around they'll have a ton of new characters to help them. But the Kitsune is far from being the worst of their problems, because we all thought Daigo's plan during the live event was simply to save his sister Jade. And even though that part of his plan was a smashing success, she's officially returned to the island as an NPC. But also, since he was successful in defeating Shogun X, it means that Night Rose has finally been freed from his control. And she reveals something huge, saying the demon that you know as Shogun X was once someone I trusted. Once upon a time, I trained the Shogun forces to be fast, strong, unstoppable. Perhaps I could train a new generation of warriors someday. And I'm not sure if you caught it, but that revealed something huge, basically explaining that Shogun X wasn't always an evil villain looking to rule over her, but they were actually friends. The only reason he turned evil was due to the dark presence inside of the spirit realm, and the demons from the spirit realm aren't inherently evil. She goes on to reveal a lot more about the dark presence whenever you ask her about the comet, saying if the malevolent force within the spirit realm controls it, dark times are on the horizon. Boy oh boy, she wasn't kidding. This is where things get super interesting, because by now I'm sure you've all noticed that Daigo himself is totally missing from the island, obviously implying that he entered the spirit realm to go after the dark presence, aka something he believes that only he is capable of controlling. However, this is likely how the dark presence tricks people into falling under its control, which the Jade NPC is foreshadowing. She goes on to say, it knew me, my family, and it wants us, all of us, but especially Daigo. It has the shard, we can't let it take the island. Daigo thinks he can solve this alone. He's going to get himself in trouble. But here's the thing. It turns out the whole reason the dark presence is so interested in Daigo isn't just because he's likely the smartest and most powerful person on the island, mainly because of Daigo's mastery of the ancient kintsugi technique, which is basically using gold to repair broken objects in order to fully reconstruct the 0 point from the 0 point shard to give the dark presence the ability to travel to any reality of their choosing. But don't get it twisted, because even though Kitsune is the main antagonist of the new season, it's not actually the dark presence that Epic Games have been teasing. Instead, we likely won't find out who that is until the end of Chapter Live event. But speaking of Kitsune and the new Battle Pass characters, who we're just about to cover, another one of the new characters is obviously the rapper known as Big Dill, which Epic Games have been teasing ever since this chapter released, with him first being spotted on the back of the Kendo skin before the Kappa Kappa pickle farm arrived. We were able to find this massive pickle slowly growing inside of one of their barrels. Turns out, Big Dill plays an even bigger role in the new season than we've ever could have imagined, actually being a bad guy, working underneath the Kitsune and his army, and he's a boss located at his very own location, alongside his own vault, where you're able to acquire Big Dill's medallion, as well as his new energy-charged mythic bat. Right now on your screen, you're able to get our very first look at his Battle Pass page. Base skin style, honestly, isn't anything to freak out over, but he has two additional styles, one featuring a full ski mask covering his face, another featuring an even smaller mask. And don't forget, Kappa Kappa has some even bigger plans for Big Dill, somehow even involving a rocket, which I imagine we'll get to see come to life in the next season's mini live event. Our next Battle Pass skin is the Legend Midas. Now, you probably assumed that all of the gold that appeared around the portal after the live event, as well as all of the gold we'll be stealing in Season 2, was created by Midas, since he has the golden touch, literally turning everything he touches to solid gold. Turns out that's not the case, as a brand new company has arrived on the Fortnite island, known as the Alpha Mining Company, set up a bunch of different mining shafts running through the mountains at the Spirit Realm portal, essentially extracting the gold from the Spirit Realm. It's safe to assume that the new version of Midas is likely the one running this operation, because remember when Midas escaped his prison cell in the underworld for leaving the island on the Marigold yacht, all while talking about his next big adventure, but the current island was too small for his ambitions. Turns out his plan all along was actually to come to the Chapter 6 island for its seemingly never-ending golden resources. Anyways, here is where you'll obviously be able to find the new Midas boss, who's doing his best to defend the mining operation and protect the gold from the Kitsune's thieves. Part of this will be done by using his new mythic weapon, being a new golden version of the double barrel shotgun, as well as a golden version of the mammoth pistol. And the Midas skin itself is pretty awesome. On your screen right now, you're able to see his Battle Pass page. Here's the thing, you remember how the Goldie NPC, who appeared on the island a few weeks ago, actually went on to tease that one of Midas's old friends was up to something big? Turns out that character was actually the Kitsune, who we now know to be called Baron. At first, I couldn't figure out what Fortnite meant when they referred to them as old friends, because I didn't think we had seen Baron anywhere in Fortnite before, but then it hit me. Turns out before Midas was ever a part of the Ghost or Shadow factions, he actually ruled over a small kingdom of his own. And get this, someone actually tried to break into his castle and steal some very important documents. This character was actually the Burning Wolf. After Midas caught him, he went on to recruit him to an early version of the Shadow faction called the First Shadows. The Burning Wolf essentially functioned as their enforcer. Now, it's no coincidence that the Baron's logo depicting his head matches up basically perfectly with the outline of the Burning Wolf's head, basically implying that the Burning Wolf was a younger version of Baron, who was now returned for his revenge. Throughout the entire season, his henchmen will visit different locations and attempt to steal as much gold as possible, and then go on to deliver it to Baron at his golden estate, which is where you'll be able to find him as a boss. As it stands right now, we're not 100% sure what his mythic weapon will be, but we do know what his skin will look like. On your screen right now, you're able to see his Battle Pass page, and I honestly think this is one of the coolest villains we've had in a very, very long time. Moving on, it wouldn't be a Battle Pass without a secret skin, right? And recently, Epic Games have been knocking these out of the park, like with this season, where we got to unlock and even play as Godzilla, or even in Chapter 5 Season 4 that gave us Dr. Doom. Well, in Chapter 6 Season 2, Epic Games decided to bless us with another collab skin that we've all been begging them to add for years, being another Street Fighter character, Subzero. And every single secret skin always gets a mythic ability. This time is no different. We were able to get our first glimpse at Subzero's freeze mythic in the trailer. Temporarily grants you a frozen spear, as well as the ability to slide on ice. I've heard from a few people lucky enough to play the new season early, and they all describe his mythic as basically a better version of the Nitro Fist from Chapter 5 Season 3. Fortunately, since he is a secret skin, he likely won't be present on the island right when the season releases, and instead, we'll need to wait a few weeks for us to unlock the skin for him to first appear. Our next Battle Pass skin, thankfully, is one of the good guys, and from everything we were able to gather from the trailer, basically makes it seem like this character is second in command to Midas, and will be helping him steal back all of the gold stolen by Baron and his henchmen. This character is honestly one of the cooler Battle Pass skins. It's actually believed to be somehow tied to the infamous Wildcard skin, who, don't forget, was known for being a bit of a thief himself. The reason we know this isn't just because you're able to see the 4 different card suits present on her outfit, but also because when Wildcard was an NPC on the island back in Chapter 4 Season 1, he had some special dialogue with Sabina and Midas, saying, "You should have taken me up on my offer." Basically confirming the connection between this character and Wildcard, even implying that this character is an entirely new version of Sabina, aka a very powerful character claiming to know everyone's secrets. Hopefully, Midas's actual wife Marigold doesn't get too jealous he has a new female sidekick. Because after all, Midas wouldn't have been able to escape his prison cell in the underworld without Marigold's help, regardless of Midas's relationship status. Chapter 6 Season 2 is already shaping up to be one of the best seasons ever, even though it's literally a heist theme, which we've already seen in Fortnite too many times to count. More and more leaks about Chapter 6 Season 2 continue to come out. I'll make sure to tweet them all out for you guys over my official Twitter account at HomeWayGamesYT. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Have an absolutely fantastic rest